everyone. I'm Apostle Dr. Leanne Marino here for Apostolic Fellowship International Ministries, and this is the Word of Power. Today I'm answering the question, what is love? Do we rightly understand love? Love is a very overused term in our society today. Most often love is used in place of like to describe how well we like something. People say they love or hate everything from coffee to puppies to television shows to movies to the internet, and do so without thinking twice about what they are saying. Then we go to church and we say that we love God or we love our neighbor, or maybe we even love the people in our life. Does it lose something in the translation? No wonder we are confused about love. We are so busy thinking that love is like that we have no idea what it means to truly walk in love or have love for others. Apparently, not properly understanding love is not a new problem. Those of New Testament times clearly needed a lesson in love as well. While they claimed to have great faith and might have found ways to display that faith, it is very evident from some of the things that went on in the early church that lack of love was indeed a problem. Enter 1 Corinthians 13, Paul's word to the church about love and about its role in the life of a Christian. Let us turn there now and see what it says. If I speak in the tongues of men and of angels, but have not love, I am only a resounding gong or a clanging cymbal. If I have the gift of prophecy and can fathom all mysteries and all knowledge, and if I have a faith that can move mountains, but have not love, I am nothing. If I give all I possess to the poor and surrender my body to the flames, but I have not love, I gain nothing. Love is patient, love is kind, it does not envy, it does not boast, it is not proud. It is not rude, it is not self-seeking, it is not easily angered, it keeps no record of wrongs. Love does not delight in evil, but rejoices with the truth. It always protects, always trusts, always hopes, always perseveres. Love never fails, but where there are prophecies, they will cease. Where there are tongues, they will be stilled. Where there is knowledge, it will pass away. For we now know in part, and we prophesy in part. But when perfection comes, the imperfect disappears. When I was a child, I talked like a child, I thought like a child, I reasoned like a child. When I became a man, I put childish ways behind me. Now we see but a poor reflection as in a mirror, then we shall see face to face. Now I know in part, then I shall know fully, even as I am now known. And now these three remain, faith, hope, and love, but the greatest of these is love. We can display any sort of seemingly spiritual phenomena that we desire to display, but if we do not have love, we are not genuinely living and walking in faith. Actions without love are void of any meaning at all. If they do not hold any significance but are merely done to do things, they are vanities. Love has certain attributes that accompany it. Patience, kindness, non-envy, not boasting, no pride. Love is not rude, self-seeking, easily angered, or keeping records of wrongs. Love does not rejoice in evil, but delights itself in the truth, because God is love and love is true. Love always protects, trusts, hopes, and perseveres. All the spiritual phenomena we see today will one day cease when Jesus returns. They are pictures of the spiritual world which we only know now in part. However, will remain as God is love and will be something that passes from this world into the next. Love is a part of mature belief. It is the mark of passing between immaturity to maturity. And faith, hope, and love are all eternal, and the greatest of these three is love. Love is much, much more than a Valentine on Valentine's Day or putting your love for the day in a cup of coffee. Love is an action, a way of living, a realization that because God has loved you so much that he sent his son Jesus to die for your sins and set you free from the powers of sin and death, that you are going to become a vessel, a living letter of the greatest sign of love ever given to the world. Let's see things not as the world sees them, but as they are seen from heaven's perspective, as much as we can this side of heaven. It presents a divine entrustment to the world, not doing for gain or for show, but to make a difference that lasts not just now, but into eternity as well. As Christians, therefore, our greatest witness to the world is to love God above all and our neighbor as ourselves. We show our love as love manifests. We finally stop living to keep score and to gain for ourselves and start to live for God, making that difference for Him in all that we do. When we come to love, we finally realize it is not all about us, but about Him. Until one reaches this point, many will resemble a clanging cymbal or a resounding gong. What is said or done is empty, hollow, and said quite loud so all will notice, but it has no purpose or flow behind it. We need to be people not just of our words, not just for our show, but people who have had a genuine experience and it has transformed everything, including our motives and our reasons for living. We can never walk in love enough or learn enough about it. In your prayer time, take love before the Father, specifically your love walk. Ask Him to show you where you can grow in your walk of love and how, despite the odds of this evil world, make a difference by showing all that love is real because God is real, and we can be vessels of God's great and living love to this very evil and arid world. Remember the words of an old Eastern saying, return love for great hatred. This is an old rule. Thank you very much for joining me on the broadcast today, this word of power. You know, you got a comment, you got a question, you got something you'd like to see addressed here on the program, send me an email at letters@powerfortoday.org. And be sure to visit me on my website at www.powerfortoday.org for more information about Apostolic Fellowship International Ministries and the great work that we're doing worldwide. Thank you very much for tuning in, and until next time, be blessed.